ain't gotta get naked for no. I speak out, out. I speak out, out. I speak out, out. I speak what? I speak out, out. I speak out.
What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Big Cash back again with another video. I feel like this looks so weird. Alright, this is how we're gonna look like today. A little hot mess, but that's okay. So basically what I'm gonna be doing is talking to y'all today, and I'm gonna be eating my crackers because I'm what you would call hungry. Basically what I'm gonna be doing today is why does it look like that? I'm gonna be talking to you guys about how I gained my following on Instagram. Not really YouTube, but yeah, Instagram. I'm gonna tell y'all how I got to where I am now, and then some tips for you guys, because I get this question a lot. Like, I get a lot of people that, hold up, let me open this real quick. I get a lot of people that message me and they ask like, how can I grow my Instagram stuff, how can I get followers and stuff. So I'm just gonna tell y'all my journey and how I got there, and then what y'all should do if you're trying to, or what you could do, or some tips and stuff like that. So first things first, I'm gonna say that when I first started, like when I got on Instagram, I never thought that I would like have the following base I do have now, which I'm very appreciative of. Like, I love y'all, I love interacting with y'all. Like, I already know how I feel about y'all, but that's one thing I didn't really think I would have what I have so like soon, so fast that it did grow. So when I was like doing my Instagram, I never had this in mind. Like, that wasn't my goal. It was just kind of what happened. So first things first, so I'm just gonna get straight to it because I don't want this video to be too much of me talking. So yeah, first things first is I took a lot of pictures at school. Like, when I decided that I wanted to start posting on Instagram and I just wanted to have like a better feed in general, I started to take a lot of pictures at school. I started to care about my outfits a little bit more, and I always loved like fashion, and I loved just style and clothes and stuff, so that really wasn't too hard for me. But I guess you could say I put like some more thought in my outfits and stuff, so I could take pictures with them, obviously. And one thing that y'all know me for and may not know me for is my shoes. So my outfits, it's contained a lot of like Jordans and stuff, Yeezys, just nice shoes in general. So that was something that was big with my outfits, and that brought a lot of attention. I would say, like, when I was in high school, I would probably say I would post like every other day. I try to post a lot, and I was always having somebody take my pictures. Like, if you were my friend, if you went to high school with me, or you know me in general, I was always taking pictures on the stairs, in the hallway, outside. Like, I would leave class and go take pictures, and that was just also because I love taking pictures in general. Like, I loved the whole process of it. When I was in high school, I wanted to be a photographer, or I wanted to do something with that. So yeah, I just love taking pictures in general. So yeah, I took pictures all the time, and I try to make sure they were cool, they were different. I try to find different spots so they weren't in the same place all the time. So yeah, from taking so many pictures and using those, like posting my outfits a lot, people, like accounts, started to use my pictures. So I used to have screenshots, but then I went through my phone, and I needed to get some storage and stuff, so I don't know if I have them anymore, but if I do, I'll put them up. But there was a lot of accounts that had like 50k followers, 30k. There was one, Beautiful Ballers, that's like its account on Instagram. They had like, I think 300k, and they took my basketball pictures from high school and posted it on there. So yeah, I was at probably like 5,000 followers, and these accounts were taking my pictures, and sometimes they didn't tag me, so then I would have to message them and be like, hey, can you tag me? But if they did tag me, then of course their following base saw my picture, saw my outfit, and then they went over to my account. And that kind of goes in with like promos and stuff. Of course, I never gave those accounts permissions and stuff to use my pictures. They just kind of did it on their own, which is okay. I mean, the only time I didn't like it is when they didn't tag me. But that kind of goes with when you buy promos from other people. It can help, and sometimes it's a waste. When I could tell when like account would use my picture, and I would have to go find it even if I wasn't tagged, or like other people would send it to me, because I was getting a whole bunch of like follows, and I was like, where are these people following me from? Sure enough, an account used my picture. So yeah, sometimes you could pay people to like post you. I didn't do that just because I was like, I didn't want to spend my money. But if that's something you're into or you want to try, it definitely could help. I'll get into that a lot later on. Another thing I started to do in school, another thing I started to do when I was in school is I would post a lot of dancing videos. Well, not a lot, but like I was trying to post them more often because I did love to dance, and I was like, I love to dance and I don't think I'm like terrible at it, so I might as well just make some videos, make some new content on my freaking Instagram and post dancing videos and stuff like that. So that's something that I did. The first 2 that I posted, it got pretty like big. Like I got a pretty good it got some pretty good exposure. I don't know if it's just because like Instagram did it on there. Of course I used the hashtags and like I tagged the song and everything, but I don't know. I know there was one where someone messaged me and they were like, how did you get on the Whoa page on Instagram? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then sure enough, he sends me the screenshot and I'm like the top 6 in the Whoa page like hashtag, if that makes sense. If y'all know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. But it's like this hashtag, like you know how you can follow hashtags on Instagram? That's what it was. And they were like, how'd you get up there? I was like, I don't know. I really didn't know how I got on that page. I think it's just from hashtagging that and just the exposure in general. So that helped a lot, because then a lot of people wanted dance videos and people were following me because of dance videos and stuff like that. The next thing, I started to get on the Explore page a lot, and it wasn't like just my outfit videos, but it was also because of the dancing videos. And I did songs that were in, or like had a really good beat to it. Like, I don't know, I just kind of did what you would see on Instagram. Of course, I did it hoping, like I didn't want it to fail and nobody like it or anything, but then I also didn't think it would get the exposure it did, and when it did, it was like, it helped a lot. Especially being on the Explore page, it's people you don't even follow that see your pictures. Sometimes it's famous people, sometimes it's people with a way bigger account, sometimes account with you, sometimes it's just other users who like things that are similar to your pictures and stuff. Getting on the Explore page is helpful. I don't think there's a way, I don't think you can like pay to get on the Explore page. I think it just kind of happens because it depends on everybody's account. But putting like hashtag Explore page and stuff, that definitely helps. So there was one picture that really took off for me that I don't know why, but it got hella impressions, hella people saw it, it got on the Explore page, and that picture is kind of what blew me up. So it was this picture right here. Nothing special. I mean, like, okay, it's a nice picture, but it is nothing that I think would get the recognition it did. Of course, I think it only got the recognition because of my shoes in the background and how my wall is set up. Of course, that's probably what it is. But yeah, I took that picture on my birthday. Literally, I wasn't even gonna post that picture because I wanted to take nice birthday pictures, but my birthday was so horrible that I didn't even take no pictures. I was like mad and stuff. So I took those just because I wanted to post like a birthday post, and then sure enough, that picture blew up out of nowhere. And since then, it just kind of grew from there. I started to post more pictures with my wall and like my shoes, because obviously I noticed like, okay, that picture obviously got somewhere because of my shoes and my wall and how it was set up and how my room was set up. So that's what I'm going to take more pictures with. Another thing that after that, and after I kind of just started to grow my following and stuff, I went on a trip to New York. And when I was in New York, I went to Flight Club New York City, and that's when Flight Club posted me on Snapchat. Now, when they posted me on Snapchat, I was getting a lot of ads. I was getting a lot of people saying, I saw you on the Flight Club thing. And it was so cool. Like, literally, if you watch my New York City vlog, the thumbnail is literally Flight Club posting me or whatever. But I was literally crying because I just, like, I was shook. I was shook that even happened. And I love, like, y'all know I love shoes. I love, like, the whole freaking shoe community. So to be posted on Flight Club, I was very, very grateful. And when it happened, it kind of just did a little bit bigger push for me. It kind of just showed more exposure to me. Obviously, so many people have Flight Club on Snapchat, so then being on it, like, people I knew were sending me the story and was like, what the heck, they posted you, what the heck, that's crazy. So yeah, that was definitely another thing that helped me. And that's really pretty much it. Now obviously I know more about it because I've been doing it for so long. I've talked to a lot of people that have a bigger account and kind of do the influence and kind of do Instagram like heavy in a way, like that's kind of all they do. So I would talk to them, ask them like, how am I supposed to do this, because I literally had no idea. Like I didn't really know how to actually do it, which there is no real way to do it because it's your account and it's your account and it's your like platform. It's whatever you want to do with it. But there's also some things just to know about it, things to help you with what to do, what not to do, in sense of like what's gonna help you and what's gonna hurt you and stuff like that. All right, so now that we're done with my little backstory on how I like started and everything, I'm gonna give y'all some tips for you. Starting with that is be active. Now I post personally every day. Sometimes it gets hard, sometimes I don't post every day, but I try to as much as I can. Taking pictures, like taking multiple pictures in one day can really help, because if you know you're not going to be able to take pictures tomorrow, or you know you just don't feel like it, you could post the picture you took yesterday and post it today. Also, good quality pictures. People love like Snapchat filter videos. I don't really post those, but I know those get big. Like I don't know why, but people do like that. People like pictures with color. Your certain scheme of how your account is. I'll get into that later and explain that later. But yeah, the thing is knowing what works for you. So for me, I know that my following base and the people that follow me and stuff come because of my outfits, my shoes, my tattoos, and maybe my piercings. No, I don't know. I just know those three are the top three that people follow me for: my outfits, my shoes, and my tattoos. That's all everybody talks about. Of course there's other things too, but those are like the main things. So knowing that I know that that's what draws attention to me, that's what I'm going to show more. I'm going to show my outfits. I'm going to tell y'all where I got it from, interact with y'all. I love interacting with y'all in general, and that's just me as a person. But if you are trying to grow an account and like have a following base and stuff, it is good to interact with your followers and like talk to them and stuff, because you don't want to neglect them. I mean, they support you, so you're gonna want to let them be like a part of you. They're gonna learn you. When you make like a following base and stuff, you're automatically putting part of your life out there. Of course, it's the life that you choose to show off. They're not gonna know the real you, even if sometimes they feel like they do or they think they do. They don't, obviously, because you choose what you put out there and stuff. But interacting with them, you're automatically gonna become an influence. You're automatically gonna become someone that they kind of look at on the internet, if that makes sense. So yeah, knowing what works for you and knowing what people come to your account for and why they follow you and stuff, finding that out is a good thing. Another thing is checking your statistics. So like if you go to Insights, it'll show you where your followers come from, the bigger gender of your following, what time is your account most active on certain days. That's a big thing, because if you notice, I post at the same time every day, like around the same time every single day. If you didn't notice that, now you know. But yeah, I post when my account is most active. It's going to tell you that. It's going to tell you if you're losing impressions, if you're gaining it. It's going to tell you all that. So looking at your statistics is something very helpful that Instagram already does for you. So when it comes to shout outs and like promos and stuff, those can help if the person you're doing a promo with or a shout out with has an active account. Some people have a lot of followers, but their followers are like ghost followers. So you may be paying them to post you, and then you're like, what the heck, I didn't gain nothing. It's because their account and their followers isn't really active, because they're not really active with them, or they just kind of like their picture and that's it. Like it's crazy, because you could really because accounts that have more followers could have a less active account than an account that has more followers, and you could tell the difference. You could tell the difference in likes and just how their whole account flows, the amount of likes or comments, or just how people interact in general. You could definitely tell the difference, and that's what can really make one account more beneficial or like worth more than an account that even has more followers, because if their followers aren't active, then it doesn't really matter. But shoutouts and promos are definitely just your choice. I never really wanted to do like promos and stuff, like I said, just because I didn't want to pay for that. Like, I'm cheap, so I didn't want to do that. But like shout out for shoutouts are good. You just don't want to do them too much, because people sometimes they don't like that. Like if you choose a day where you're gonna do it, okay, and then you choose like sometimes to do it, but doing it all the time, some people don't like seeing like you always do shout outs, or like you always post some people, which doesn't make some sense sometimes, but that's just how people is. But you're obviously not gonna be able to please everybody, and that's one thing you have to keep in mind. Another thing is Instagram is like a very big, it's a big category with little categories in it. So in Instagram there is the clothing community, which is like the style. There's streetwear, there's e-girl, there's, I don't even know all of them. Just you know what I'm talking about. There's a different type of style and different type of looks, and you have to see where you fall into, whether you're on there for art, whether it's music or hair. You have to find what community you fall into and then tend to that category, if that makes sense. Like I said, mine is shoes and clothes and my tattoos, so I think I would fall in the like streetwear category of Instagram, the style category, kind of more of an edgy, but not too edgy, compared to the people who like are more edgy, if that makes sense. You kind of gotta just see where you fall in what category and what works best for you, and run with it. One thing I want to add is, I forgot to add this: be yourself. Yes, you're gonna probably fit into a category of other things, but nobody wants to follow someone that is like someone else. Like, of course you're going to resemble other people, but have something that's just different about you. Be yourself, be unique, because you yourself, there's literally no one else like you. Like, yes there's things similar but not exact, and that's what's going to make you different. That's what's going to bring people to you and just make you different than everybody else, and make your account special and your account better, because it's you, it's unique, it's your own thing, it's you. Okay, bye. Hey y'all, that's really all I gotta say. I hope that those tips are helpful, and I hope they made sense. I literally didn't even eat my cracker not once. I didn't eat any of them, not once, but it's okay. I hope that video was helpful. If y'all want a second part, want me to get in depth with certain things, or if you want more to be able to explain more, maybe I didn't explain it better, or if you want me to just talk about tips, definitely let me know and I'll be able to do that for y'all. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, comment down below video suggestions. If you haven't already, go follow me on Instagram. You already know the vibes. Like, and if you're here and you're new and you're not subscribed, maybe you're old but you're still not subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe. Like, what are you doing? You're already here. Like, what are you doing? But yeah, I'm not gonna make this video any more longer than it already is, so I'll see y'all in the next video.
I ain't gotta get naked for no. I speak out.